Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Indian Bull vs Bear. This is the second video of this series, the final missing piece. In today's video, I'll analyze the textile sector. This video is structured in three sections. First, I'll give a brief introduction of the sector. Then I'll share 5 graphs with you and explain them in order to identify some trend. In the end, I'll conclude by sharing my key takeaways from this whole exercise. Please read the entire disclaimer carefully. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and do all the good things like comment, share, like and press the bell notification icon. The textile sector in the Indian stock market plays a crucial role in the economy, contributing significantly to employment and exports. India is one of the largest producers of textile and garments globally, with a strong presence in cotton, jute, silk and synthetic fibers. Government support this sector with the initiatives like Production Linked Incentive, that is PLI scheme, National Technical Textile Mission, and amended Technology Upgradation Fund scheme ATUFS. The growth drivers of the sector are the rising domestic demand, e-commerce expansion, and sustainability trends are boosting the sector. These challenges that this sector is facing is the raw material cost, cotton and polyester, and global demand. To view the historical trend, I'll present 5 graphs to you. First, yearly return. This graph will show the yearly returns over the last 10 years of the top 10 companies of this sector. So for textile sector, in the top 10 companies, one company is large cap and rest 9 are mid cap companies. Second graph will be the yearly swing graph, in which we'll see the number of positive and negative return months in each year. Third graph will be the monthly returns over last 10-year graphs, in which we'll see the return in each month over the last 10 years. Fourth graph will be the mean monthly returns. So in this graph, I've taken the average of returns each month over the last 10 years. And the final graph will be the monthly swing graph, in which we'll see the number of positive and negative returns here each month of the last 10 months. So this is the first graph, the yearly returns graph. In this graph, there are two lines, the blue line and the orange line. The blue line presents the or shows the yearly returns in percentage, whereas the orange line shows the cumulative returns. So for example, in 2015, this sector gave a yearly return of 65.14%. So very good returns in 2015. In 2016, the performance or the returns of this sector was quite flat with 6.23%. The cumulative returns reached to 75.43%. In 2017, again, this sector gave very good returns of 62.71%. But in 2018 and 2019, this sector gave negative returns of 19.22 and 11.89 respectively. The sector bounced back in 2020 and 2021 with returns of 136.21% in 2020 and 136.18% in 2021. 2022, again, the sector gave negative return of 15.57%. Then again in 2023, this sector bounced back with a positive returns of 43.64%. And 2024 gave a net positive returns of 24.13%. So in last 10 years cumulative, this sector gave a return of 1606. So 1600% return in last 10 years in the sector. Now let's see the next graph. This is the yearly swing graph. So in this graph, the green bars show the number of months which gave positive returns, and the red bar shows the months which gave negative returns. So in 2015, 9 months gave positive returns and only three negative. In 2016, 7 months gave positive returns. 2017, again, nine gave positive. 2018 was not so good year for this sector. So 7 months give negative returns. In 2019, again a bad month, a bad year for the sector. 8 months gave negative returns. But in 2020, this sector bounced back very well, and 11 months gave positive returns. 2021 again very good year. 10 months gave positive returns. In 2022, 6 months gave positive and 6 months gave negative returns. 2023 again a better year. So 8 month gave positive returns, and 2024 6 months gave positive returns, and 6 months gave negative returns. So let's move on to the next graph, which is the monthly returns over last 10 years. So in this graph, so basically there are 12 small graphs, one for each month. So for example, one graph for January, then February, then March, and then April, and so on and so forth. So in January, so the green bars here represents the positive return and how much positive return, and the red bars represents the negative returns with the value of how much negative returns. So the January month in the last 10 years, it gave positive returns 6 times and negative returns 4 times. The February month uh, only gave positive returns 4 times and gave negative returns 6 times out of 10 years, last 10 years. March again similar, 4 positive and 6 negative, with the COVID crash the standout negative return over the last 10 years. April, so April is a good month for this sector. 8 positive returns and only 2 negative returns. May 6 positive returns and 4 negative returns. June again very good month. Only 2 negative, 8 positive returns. July again the same, 8 positive and 2 negative returns. August 6 positive and 4 negative returns. September only 4 positive and 6 negative returns. October 7 positive and 3 negative. November 6 positive returns and 4 negative returns. And December a very good month for this sector with 8 positive returns and only 2 negative returns. Let's move on to the next graph, which is the mean monthly returns. So in this graph, I have taken the average or the mean of monthly performance over last 10 years. So if we take the average, we can see that in January, the average returns over the last 10 years is 2.02%. February almost flat with a positive 0.53%. March is not so good month for this sector with a average return of around negative 3%. We have to consider the COVID crash as well in this, but still this month is not so good for this sector. So April is a very good month, and the average returns are 5.64%. May is okayish with 1.94% return. June and July are very good months for this sector with 7.38 and 6.69% returns respectively. August and September average months for this sector. Then October, November, and December are good months for this sector. Let's move on to the final graph, which is the monthly swing graph. So in this, we can see that So the green bars represents the positive returns and red bars the negative return years. So for January in last 10 years, 6 years. So in January, he gave six returns, positive returns in 6 years out of 10. February only four, March again only four, April eight times positive return, June eight times positive returns, July eight times positive returns, December eight times positive returns. Um, September is again not good for this sector with only four positive and six negative returns. So what conclusion can we draw from this? So based on this uh, last 10 years data and five graphs that we have seen, the CAGR of top 10 companies of the sector for the last 10 years is 32.80%. The cumulative return is astonishingly 1606%. So the investment over last 10 years have grown by 17x. February and March are the cheapest months for this sector, and June and July are the costliest months for the sector. The textile sector appears to be massively cyclical, hence extra care needs to be taken in this sector. Finally, draw your own conclusions based on this analysis and take more informed decisions. Save this video and watch it again before investing your hard-earned money. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, Indian Bull vs Bear. I'll be back soon with another sector. Please press the bell notification icon and select all so that you get the notification for each and new upload. Let me know in comments if you like this analysis or if you feel anything is missing. Also, which sector would you like me to analyze next? Goodbye for now.